Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Tuesday, June 20th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Seattle Mariners vs. New York Yankees. The Seattle Mariners have been struggling at the plate this season as they are sitting in 24th place in the majors with a .692 OPS while scoring 4.4 runs per game up to this point. This lineup has been struggling throughout the season to make contact as they are fourth in the sport with 682 total strikeouts. Left fielder Jarred Kelenic has been doing very well at the plate as he is slashing .258/.327/.479 with 11 homers, 32 RBI, 30 runs scored, and 8 stolen bases on 11 attempts. The New York Yankees have also been a struggling offensive team at this point of the season as they are currently 21st in MLB with a .710 OPS while scoring 4.47 runs per game thus far. A big reason why is the fact that they are not getting walks as they are 25th with 215 total walks as a lineup. Second baseman Gleyber Torres has been one of their best hitters as he is slashing .256/.331/.439 with 12 home runs, 30 RBI, 41 runs scored, and 6 stolen bases on 11 tries. The Seattle Mariners and New York Yankees are two teams with very different records in night games this season. The Mariners are 25-20 in night games, while the Yankees are just 20-26. The Mariners have also been much better offensively in recent games, scoring 4.55 runs per game in their last 11 games, while the Yankees have averaged just 3.18 runs per game. Based on these trends, I would bet on the Mariners to win as a road underdog in this game. The Yankees and Mariners are facing off in a matchup of two of the best starting pitchers in baseball, George Kirby and Garrett Cole. Both pitchers have been dominant this season, and it is likely to be a low-scoring affair. The Yankees have been struggling offensively during their recent losing streak, and the Mariners have a strong bullpen. The under has hit in 15 of the previous 23 games between these teams at Yankee Stadium, so I would recommend betting on the under of 7.5 runs in this game. Colorado Rockies vs. Cincinnati Reds. The Rockies lost Game 1 of this series 5-4 and they have the fewest road wins in the NL. In the loss, Elias Diaz had a solo HR and 2 RBI, and Jorge Alfaro and Mike Moustakas each had an RBI. On the season, Colorado ranks a respectable 13th in the majors in runs scored but only 29th in team ERA. Ryan McMahon, .27712 HR 41 RBI, leads the club in HR and RBI and was 1 for 5 in Game 1 of this series while going yard twice in the previous game. The Rockies have been hit hard by the injury bug with Charlie Blackmon, C.J. Cron, and major off-season addition Chris Bryant all out. The team has lost 8 of their last 9 road games facing the Reds. In the 5-4 win in the opening game of this series, former MVP Joey Votto returned from a 10-month absence due to injury and went yard and had 3 RBI. Kevin Newman and Nick Senzel each had a solo HR for the Reds' 9th win in a row. On the season, Cincy ranks 10th in the bigs in runs scored but only 27th in team ERA. Jake Fraley, .2648 HR 41 RBI, leads the team in RBI, has 3 HR and 6 RBI over his last 5 games, and missed Game 1 of this series but should be in the lineup for Game 2. On the season, the Reds are 18-18 at home and their first 8 wins in their current 9-game win streak were on the road. Ben Lively, 4-4 4.07 ERA 1.21 whip, takes this hill for this game and he gave up 2 runs on 10 hits in his last start, lasting 5 2/3 innings in a 7-4 win over the Kansas City Royals. The Reds had lost his previous 2 starts where he gave up 12 runs in 13 2/3 innings. In Lively's last home start he gave up 5 runs while in his first 3 home appearances he only gave up 3 runs in 14 2/3 innings. This is his first start of the season facing the Rockies. The Reds are on fire, riding a 9-game winning streak. The Rockies, on the other hand, are struggling, having lost 6 in a row. Lively has been decent in his recent outings, and he should be able to have a solid outing against a banged-up Colorado team that has only averaged 3.2 runs over their last 6 games. Davis was tagged for 7 runs in his last start, and the Colorado bullpen is ranked 24th in the majors in bullpen ERA. The Reds lineup is confident and has totaled 24 runs in their last 3 games. I expect the Reds to stay hot and get the win for their 10th in a row, sending the Rockies to their 7th straight loss. The first game of this series went under, but the 2 key head-to-head betting trends point to the over in Game 2. The Reds have scored 24 runs in their last 3 games, and their lineup will be able to get to Davis, who gave up 7 runs in only 2 innings in his last start. The Rockies' bullpen is also ranked 24th in baseball in bullpen ERA. Lively was okay in his last start, but he gave up 5 runs in his last home appearance. He has also given up 10 hits in each of his last 2 starts. I expect him to have another okay start in this game, giving up some runs but not a lot. However, the Reds will score a lot of runs, which is why I am picking the over for Game 2. Oakland Athletics vs Cleveland Guardians. The 2023 MLB season for the Oakland Athletics has thus far been marred by the off-field and attendance issues, which all came to a head a week ago, and despite that fun winning streak, they've now dropped their past 5 as their record falls to 5-5 in their past 10 games. In their past 10 road games against teams with a losing record, Oakland have come away with a 2-8 record, as well as being just 9-42 in their past 51 games following a loss, and given how far back they are in the race this early in the year, it's going to continue being very tough to watch. On the mound, Oakland turned to rookie Luis Medina, who has started just 5 games in his career thus far, 7 appearances, and in that time, he's struggled to a 1-5 record, possessing a 7.53 ERA over 39.1 innings. His best start of the year came 10 days ago on the road against Milwaukee, as he gave up just 2 runs over 5 innings of work, and with 11.2 straight innings of work without giving up a home run, he appears to be figuring it out at the big league level. Coming into 2023, the Cleveland Guardians were meant to be one of the best teams in the American League Central Division, and while they've struggled for the most part, they may be turning it around with a 4-1 record in their past 5 games played at home, as well as being 4-1 in their past 5 played against the AL West. Over their past 10 games, Cleveland are also sitting at 5-5, but with just 2 games separating them and the Twins atop the division, this is a crucial series at home after a tough 6-game road trip. The Oakland Athletics are all but out of the playoff race, sitting 27 games back in the division. The Guardians, on the other hand, are in the thick of the AL Central race and are a strong favorite in this series. The Guardians have a better record than the A's in both hitting and pitching, and they have won 8 of their last 10 games against Oakland. With the experience edge on the mound and in the lineup, the Guardians should be able to win this series and keep pace in the division race. Neither the Athletics nor the Guardians have elite, consistent offensive units. However, the pitching matchup is not very strong either. The over has hit in 4 of the last 5 meetings between these teams, and 4 of the last 5 games played in Cleveland. This suggests that we could be in for a high-scoring game. The Athletics have hit the over in 5 of their last 8 road games against teams with a losing record. The Guardians have hit the over in 5 of their last 6 games following a win. This suggests that both teams are capable of scoring runs, even against tough pitching. Ultimately, this game will likely be decided by the big power bats. Both teams have some dangerous hitters who can hit the ball out of the park. If either team can get hot, they could put up a big score.